everybody, welcome to AVPoetry. I have something very exciting to share with you today. Today we are talking about blackout poetry. And for those of you who have never heard of blackout poetry, no, it's not when, some crazy poet gets plastered and writes a bunch of poetry that they can then not remember. Um, it's not that at all. The kind of blackout poetry I'm talking about involves a random newspaper article or magazine article, preferably one that you are not going to want to read again, and a writing utensil, preferably black. For some reason or another, I do not own a black writing utensil, apparently. There's not a single black writing utensil in my household. Don't understand. Anyway, I had to work with a red writing utensil right here. But you know, the idea is still the same. Mine's a red out poem, it's a blackout poem still. Whatever. Anyway, how we do this is we take the random article and just start scribbling outwards. Scribble, scribble, scribble until you find a word that you want to keep. Ironically enough, the first word that I decided to keep was eliminate. Interesting. But you keep scribbling out words and randomly keeping words until you get to the end of the article. And by the end of the article, you should have a blackout poem. Now you can leave everything as is in the article after you've scribbled everything out. You don't have to change anything if you don't want to. Um, a lot of times I will go back and change things. I'll, tweak, the verb tenses, or I'll add words to tease out certain ideas and images that I see within the body of work. But you don't have to. I mean, it's completely up to your discretion. Um, yeah, and that's really all there is to it. It's pretty simple, but it's a great exercise, especially if you're in a writing rut, because you're supplied with a completely new set of vocabulary, a completely new set of ideas that you would not have been working with otherwise. Because it's really easy to get stuck into your particular mindset, and sometimes we need a little help just stepping outside of that. And so this is a really awesome way to do that, and yeah. So that being said, here's the here's the random poem I came up with um, from my article, and it's called "Behind Closed Doors." And it's based on the title of the article by Christine Kostuk. Yeah. Anyway, so thank you, Christine, for being the inspiration for this poem. But yeah, here's how it goes. Eliminate legal trine of human separation between creating civil progression and generational values. The writer writes from our devastation, a law which never really marched in places where people celebrated jazz, played a role despite the community-made voices, golden and decent. Human character connected to another helps to clarify the whole point. There's the door if you want to check out. Alright. And that was the product of my scribbling. So yeah, I was pleased with it. But sometimes you will get duds. I've done this before, and I'll read through it and be like, this is a load of crap. This is horrible. But yeah, you can either tweak it some more, or you can just start over. It's kind of experimental, but it's a really good way to generate um, work that's maybe outside your comfort zone even. So yeah, that's blackout poetry. Um, really fun to do, really helpful to do. So go do it. Make your red out, blue out, blackout poem. Whatever kind of ink you have poem. Um, yeah, just make something today. It'll be fabulous. Okay, that is all I have for you today. Stay tuned until next time.